When it comes to the Dragon Ball franchise, there are a lot of things to enjoy. One of the things I like about it are the transformations. The Zaru, Super Saiyan, Unlock Potential, and even Super Saiyan God are some of the greatest transformations in the franchise. For me anyway, I don't like these forms simply for an aesthetic reason. Instead, I like them more for the meaning and depth surrounding them. Over time, transformations start to get a bit more ridiculous and meaningless. Take Super Saiyan 3 for an example, which on the surface looks cool, and much like Super Saiyan 2, it proves that there is another level beyond the previous form if they train hard enough. But unfortunately, the form shows over time that it's kinda useless in battle. While it is stronger than the previous forms, it takes a lot of energy and stamina out of you, making the previous forms look more of a smarter choice to use during battle. Despite what I said about Super Saiyan 3, I don't think it's a bad form compared to what I'm going to discuss about today. I don't care what anybody says, Super Saiyan Blue for me personally is the worst Dragon Ball transformation in the franchise. It's one of those forms that reminds me that it exists, and to show that Goku was at his limit at the time. Design-wise, it's bland, the meaning and depth behind the form is low to none, other than the fact that it has ki control. And lastly, the form isn't that impressive, as it struggles with almost every encounter it faces. At least Super Saiyan 3 kept up with Kid Buu as long as it could, and could have stopped Fat Buu if given more time. But today, I will discuss why I don't like Super Saiyan Blue, and why I think it's the worst transformation in Dragon Ball.
I know you don't have the patience for the full story, Frieza, but I got a taste of something called Super Saiyan God and then tapped into that power on my own, and it's the Super Saiyan level of that.
When I look at Super Saiyan Blue from an artistic standpoint, I just see Super Saiyan with a simple recolor. Why do I think this? Well, it's because I think this form doesn't have any personality or character to it, making it look boring and bland. Super Saiyan Rosé, which literally looks the same as Blue, looks more badass as it has character to it. From the change of voice, aura, and technique that this form uses, you will understand why I think this form has more character to it than Blue. Blue, on the other hand, is again just Super Saiyan with blue hair dye that doesn't do anything that is different from the other forms that came prior. You would think that considering that it is God Ki, it would do some unique things like what Super Saiyan God did in the Tournament of Power, or in the Broly movie, to at least stand out from the prior forms, but it doesn't, and that's unfortunate.
So a Super Saiyan who's as strong as a Super Saiyan God, yet is not a Super Saiyan God, is now the Super Saiyan version of that?
When it comes to the meaning and depth behind Super Saiyan Blue, you will come to find out that it has nothing that would make you interested in the form. It's literally Super Saiyan layered on top of Super Saiyan God, and like I mentioned before, it also has the will to control ki, but that's it. The previous form Super Saiyan God showed us that the form keeps them calm and calculate in battle. It's something new and refreshing compared to the transformations that were based on rage. Blue, on the other hand, showed us that it's powerful and makes those who use it more aggressive in battle, which to me is just not that interesting. If anything, this form just says that it's the Super Saiyan trademark for this specific series, and nothing more. It's truly a shame, considering that there are other great forms that they could have worked with that had more meaning to the franchise. Super Saiyan Blue has never left an impact on me. The only thing I recall from this form is the amount of L's it was receiving during its runtime on Super, making me hope that another new form will take its place. We love the prior transformations for what they did for the franchise. Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 by being the turning point for the arcs and claiming dominance on the antagonist. Super Saiyan 3 by holding its own against the great Majin Buu. Super Saiyan God to an extent by earning Beerus' respect/alliance and not destroying the planet. Ultra Instinct by taking down the mighty Jiren, and so on. Super Saiyan Blue doesn't have that. Every time we see this form do something to maybe change the plot, it usually never gets the job done, and instead disappoints.
You really do need to work on your descriptions, Goku. I nearly bit my tongue just trying to spit it all out!
Coming full circle here, I thought this form overstayed its welcome and should have existed at all. Instead, what should have taken place in Super was the progression and mastering of the Super Saiyan God transformation, and then further down the story we get to see the progression of Ultra Instinct. It doesn't stand out in terms of design, isn't as meaningful as the prior forms, and fails to leave an impact on the franchise. These are the reasons why I don't like Super Saiyan Blue, and why I think it's the worst transformation in all of Dragon Ball.